Remember Abby and Brittany Hensel, the conjoined twins who won our hearts and showed us what toughness really looks like? A bunch has gone down since they popped up on our TVs more than 10 years back, with Abby getting hitched now and both girls doing great in their jobs. Their adventure keeps wowing and motivating us. In this clip, we're going to catch up on them, checking out how they've dealt with tough stuff in life and jumped into romance, all while smashing what people thought was possible. The tale of Abby and Brittany Hensel is an amazing one that messes with what we think about human bodies and toughness. Born in Carver County, Minnesota, to Patty, who's a nurse, and Mike Hensel, a carpenter and landscaper, the twins have beaten the odds from doctors and lived a life that's super special, but also kinda regular. Abby and Brittany are what you call dicephalic parapagus twins. They've got two heads and necks, but one shared body. Their chest is bigger than normal, and they've got two arms and two legs. When they were born, there was a tiny, not fully grown arm between their necks that got taken out in surgery, leaving just the shoulder blade. The twins' body setup is one of a kind. Abby's head tips a bit to the right, while Brittany's has a bigger tilt to the left, making her look shorter when they're sitting. Brittany's leg is also around 2 inches shorter than Abby's, so she often walks on her toes. That's made her calf muscle way bigger than Abby's. As they got older, the twins dealt with health problems. At age 12, they had surgery to fix scoliosis and make their chest bigger to stop breathing troubles. Doctors also had to do surgery to stop Abby's spine from growing when Brittany stopped growing too soon. One of the coolest things about how their bodies work is how they handle their shared body. Each twin controls one side, with their feeling of touch only on their own half. There's a tiny overlap in the middle, but weirdly, stomach pains are felt only by the twin on the other side. Even with all this tricky stuff, Abby and Brittany have figured out how to team up super well. They can walk, run, swim, play volleyball, and even pedal a bike. They've nailed things that need both hands or both legs, like typing on a keyboard and driving a car. But their height difference, Abby is 5'2", while Brittany is 4'10", can make stuff tough sometimes, like when they tried to stay balanced on a Segway in their 2012 reality show. You might wonder why they weren't split right after birth. But the real deal is, when the twins came into the world, their parents had a hard choice. Doctors said cutting them apart probably wouldn't let both survive. As Abby and Brittany grew up and got good at stuff, their parents stuck with not separating them. They figured the life for one or both living alone would be worse than staying together. Their dad, Mike, was their main helper and thought up clever tricks to make life simpler. He even built a special bike for them with extra handles and pedals. Everyday stuff like brushing teeth or tying shoes took teamwork. But the girls were cool with it. They giggled and joked while doing it. They proved to everyone how teaming up and chatting can make rough things smoother. Their parents wanted them to have a regular kid life. They were careful to see Abby and Brittany as two separate folks. Abby was the serious type who liked orange juice for breakfast. Brittany was the goofy one who went for milk. They could munch on different foods at once and write on their own, too. As they got bigger, Abby was big on math. Brittany leaned toward English and art. Their parents made sure folks knew they were different people, even sharing a body. They even got custom clothes with 2 neck holes to highlight their individuals. Brittany once said to a newspaper, "Trust me, we're totally different people." Abby chimed in, "I like pink and girly stuff more. Brittany doesn't like pink as much. We take turns picking outfits. One day Brittany picks, the next day I do." Making buddies was no sweat for Abby and Brittany. People dug them because they were always upbeat and positive. They hit up sleepovers and birthday bashes just like other kids. Their friends got that they were a little different and made them feel right at home. On the other hand, growing up wasn't always smooth. Sometimes folks said mean stuff, but the twins dealt with it super well. They were sure of themselves and polite about it. Their parents taught them it's good to help people get their condition, but also fine to keep some stuff private. As Abby and Brittany hit their teen years, they faced a special challenge: getting driver's licenses. Even though they got to drive as a team, the law said each needed her own, so they both did the written and road tests on their own. When they're driving, Abby handles the right side controls while Brittany does the left. They steer together, proving how tight their teamwork is. In 2008, the twins wrapped up high school and chose to keep learning. They picked Bethel University in Arden Hills, Minnesota, and went for education as their major. At first, they thought about different parts of education, but saw it'd be too much extra hassle, so they stayed together and both got their Bachelor of Arts degrees in 2012. To show they're two different people, Abby and Brittany often wear clothes that have been tweaked special. A good seamstress adds 2 separate neck holes to their shirts. This helps everyone view them as individuals, not just the twins. They've got a routine for daily stuff too, like answering emails they type together, almost reading each other's minds without much talk. When they write, they use I if they both feel the same. If not, they use their names. One thing that really bugs Abby and Brittany is when strangers gawk at them or snap pics while, they're just out doing their thing. They cherish their privacy and hate feeling like a sideshow. Back when they were 16, the twins did some chats for a TV show. They spilled about their dreams, which were a lot like most teens. They wanted to date, get married someday, and maybe have kids. By opening up a bit about their world, they hoped folks would get them better and act more normal around them. After college, Abby and Brittany jumped right into jobs. In 2013, they started teaching, using their education degrees for real. This was huge for them, showing they could team up in a work setting. The twins' adventure has been shared through all sorts of TV spots, helping teach and pump up people everywhere. The twins first hit the big time in 1996 on The Oprah Winfrey Show. This big deal spot introduced them to tons of folks, kicking off curiosity about their lives. That same year, they were on Life magazine's cover. The headline, "One Body, Two Souls," nailed what they were about. Inside, readers peeked at their everyday through an article called "The Hensels' Summer." This media buzz helped make their condition feel real, showing that even with body differences, they were like other kids in lots of ways. Life magazine kept tracking their story, putting out another piece in 1998. These early TV and mag spots were key in how people saw them. They showed Abby and Brittany weren't just weird medical cases, but actual people with wishes, goals, and hurdles. As the twins got older, so did the buzz. In 2002, they were in a TV doc called Conjoined for Life on Discovery Health Channel. This deep dive helped watchers get the tricky parts of their condition and the awesome ways they handled daily tasks. A follow-up doc, Joined at Birth, came out the next year, digging more into their special setup. 2003 was huge for coverage. Time and Life magazines both did fresh stories on the twins. No, we leavened. ABC TV made a doc too, Joined for Life. These different spots helped follow the twins' growth, showing how they handled preteen challenges. In 2005, the twins' story went global in a UK TV special for the Extraordinary People series. This worldwide spot spread info on conjoined twins and busted wrong ideas everywhere. As Abby and Brittany hit teen years, folks stayed hooked. In 2006, another doc came out, Joined for Life. Abby and Brittany turn 16. This one got into their teen stuff like school, hanging out, and even getting driver's licenses. By sharing these regular teen wins, the doc helped people look past their bodies and connect with them as people. The twins' biggest media gig was in 2012 with their own reality show, Abby Brittany. It ran on TLC in the US and later BBC in the UK, following them wrapping college and starting teaching. This close-up on their young adult lives helped clear up myths about what they can do. Through all these media bits, Abby and Brittany have made a big splash. They've taught folks about conjoined twins, flipped stereotypes, and shown they can have great lives. But there's another side to their world we gotta chat about, 'cause it's gotten tons of buzz lately. News on Abby's personal stuff has fired up curiosity about the sisters. Reports say Abby, now mid-30s, got married to Joshua Bowling in 2021. This has sparked chats everywhere and fresh interest in the twins' lives. Bowling, who's a nurse and ex-U.S. Army guy, has joined the Hensel family tale. The twins, who teach 5th grade, are said to still live in Minnesota. While the couple's social media is private now, earlier family shares showed wedding fun and family trips. Interestingly, this marriage has reportedly grown their family, with Abby stepping up as mom to Bowling's daughter from before. This fresh page in their lives has pulled eyes, given their conjoined setup. As word of the marriage hit the web, it seems the twins handled it their way. They dropped videos on social media, like replying to the extra ad, "MCN." These had pics of conjoined twin statues, wedding shots, and couple photos. The captions and voices in the videos mixed joy about their spot and annoyance at too much nosing. The buzz around Abby Hensel's marriage brings up big questions on privacy, public nosiness, and how we treat folks with special body setups. Alice Drager, a historian and bioethicist who's written a ton on conjoined twins, gives some thoughts on why this news grabbed so much. Drager says the public's obsession with conjoined twins ain't new. These special folks challenge our normal ideas of being one person and identity. Most folks think of one person in one body, but with Abigail and Brittany, we got two clear people in one. This flip to how we see folks naturally sparks wondering. While some interest is okay, it's key to spot when it turns into rude poking. The Hensel twins have kept a pretty low-key public life outside their picked media spots, hinting they like privacy and personal stuff. The rush of interest in Abigail's marriage then brings up right and wrong worries on respecting their space. Elizabeth L. Lesser, a media studies pro, points out that wondering about the Hensels' love lives can be extra tricky. Often this comes from obsession with their private close stuff, which is wrong and rude. Lesser stresses letting the Hensels run their own story. Any talk on their lives should be how they want, not pushed by what folks crave or wonder. She says focus on the twins' voices and what they pick to share, not what others demand. It's key to remember that behind headlines and posts are real folks living life. Drager notes that in history, lots of conjoined twins picked small towns. This often comes from wanting calm lives without constant bothering or staring. The Hensels got lucky growing up in a supportive small town that accepted and respected them. This likely adds to their want for pride, privacy, and regular life as grown-ups. But it doesn't stop there. Something else has been going on behind the scenes in the twins and her husband's life. Recent stuff has added a layer to the story of Abby Hensel and her husband Joshua Bowling. While their 2021 marriage first grabbed eyes because of Abby's conjoined twin spot, it's now out that Joshua faces his own legal stuff. In October 2023, almost 2 years after Joshua and Abby's wedding, a paternity suit got filed against him. The lawsuit, from Joshua's ex-wife, Annika Bowling, names both Joshua and another guy, Gavin Vatnsdal, as folks involved. This legal move has brought up questions on Joshua's old relationships and family setup. The case, in a Minnesota court, has seen fresh moves. In early March 2024, Court papers show a genetic test report got turned in, but the details of this report and what it found aren't out for public view, leaving lots unanswered. To get the background on this legal hassle, it's good to check Joshua's past marriage. He and Annika tied the knot in 2010 and have a daughter together, Isabella, who's now 9. Court docs confirm Isabella is the only kid born to both Joshua and Annika while married. The pair split in April 2019, with divorce done in 2022. Interestingly, Annika had another kid after splitting from Joshua. This younger daughter, born late 2020, is now 4. While the court papers don't say it straight, there's guessing this younger kid might be the focus of the paternity case. But 'cause the kid's young, lots of info stays secret. In the 2022 divorce papers, there's a nod to Isabella having a half-sister. Despite these legal messes, it looks like Joshua keeps tight with his daughter Isabella. She was at his wedding to Brittany Hensel and shows up in lots of family pics on social media. These shots often show Abby, now Isabella's stepmom, and her sister Brittany hanging sweet with the little girl. The role of Abby and Brittany Hensel in this family mix adds a cool twist to the tale. As conjoined twins who've been in the spotlight, their shift to this new family, including step-parenting, brings special challenges and thoughts. It's worth saying that tries to contact the folks involved, Joshua, Annika, Gavin Vatnsdal, and the Hensel twins, for comments on this have flopped. Their quiet leaves lots unanswered and up for guessing. This legal spot shines a light on problems that can pop in mixed families and the tough parts of sorting personal ties under public eyes. For Joshua and Abby, who probably hoped for a chill life together despite the sure public buzz on their special setup, these court things add a surprise turn to their tale. As the court stuff goes on, we'll see how it hits Joshua and Abby's bond, plus ties with bigger family. The kid in these proceedings makes it extra tricky, needing careful steps to guard the kid's needs and privacy. But at the end of it all, we all can agree that the conjoined twins story has pumped up lots of folks. It shows that with love, backup, and a positive vibe, you can beat huge hurdles. Abby and Brittany proved that being one of a kind doesn't gotta block you from a packed life. The twins have schooled us all on something key. They showed that teamwork, getting each other, and laughs can pull you through rough spots. Their lives remind us everyone is special their own way, and that's worth cheering.